Good morning.
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Let's get down on the good news train. Have your morning coffee with Mario every Monday. Get the 311 before the morning's done. Laugh until you cry. You can always rely on morning coffee with Mario every Monday. Morning coffee with Mario.
What's up?
What's up, man?
Well. Welcome everybody to Morning Coffee with Mario, the AM reality talk giant.
Oh, damn, you putting giant on it, huh? Okay. All right.
That's right. Today we are the AM reality talk giant, hosted for you by LA's finest. I'm Mario Hemsley, and I am never alone. I am always accompanied by the man who drives the ship that I design. I want you once again to acknowledge the man the ladies have nicknamed Sexual Chocolate. Give it up to Victor Allen.
You know what,
Give
man?
it up.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, feeds, personal and otherwise. Dude, that double-breasted chef top you got on, you look like a chef, bro.
Oh, thank you. I got the logo and everything.
Dude, it looks, you know what? Is it waist length? How long is it, man?
Can you see?
I can see it. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Look at it. You about to do some cooking?
Yeah, well, that's the idea. At least look like it.
You looking like you're cooking, right?
I want to look like I'm cooking. See, it's the idea.
All right. Hey, man. We are in May, on our way to halfway 2022. It's moving fast, man. And people are waiting for something to shock them, man. You got something to shock them?
Well, I didn't know, not necessarily, but here's the thing that I've been noticing. And I was, in here getting ready for the broadcast and doing the things that I normally do. And I noticed that as the weather changes, people have emotions that are pent up, Vic, and they're getting out. So I have a series
There you go.
of postings this morning. Okay, let's just see.
There we go. See, that's what I'm talking
Okay, what I'm saying, first of all, Lady Gaga.
You- Okay.
I mean, I'm just saying Lady Gaga.
Right. You on top of this right now.
Okay,
Right.
okay, so this is what she's doing, Lady Gaga. Okay, that's Lady Gaga.
Okay. Prove it.
Now let's see who else. Lisa Rinna.
Right.
Let's look at Lisa Rinna. Y'all, I'm pulling it up as we.
I see what you're doing.
Lisa Rinna.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying everybody's busting out. Have you guys? Do I need to get some class? I mean, I'm just saying I would have had some men for you, but I'm distinctly hetero. So I was spending my time looking at this. Dua Lipa not necessarily showing anything, but just being her fine self.
Absolutely. And that's
Where's her other one? Does they have the low-rise pants?
Those are
No.
tamed by, social media standards. You know that, right?
Well, I understand that, and for old black man,
All right.
Paris Jackson.
Okay. There's this, somebody came across and says, how come we don't see no dark chocolate?
I'm not getting into that shit.
I'm just saying. Oh, let me
Kristen
go ahead.
Cavallari, go on.
See, listen, man, it's gonna be obvious. They're gonna say you have to go.
I'm just showing you what was on the desk this morning in social media.
All right.
Jessica Simpson.
Yeah, you definitely keeping it in a lane, bro.
Definitely. I'm just saying this knows what it's Yahoo Life.
Right.
I'm just saying I'm not. Hey, this is what
I'm
I just said, look at what they bringing us this morning.
Right.
Kate Beckinsale.
Right. And what I'm saying is there's a standardized, and I'm saying it with a smile, you guys, because I've already said it. There's a standardized shift of favoritism to a certain
Julia Fox.
That's all I'm saying.
Well, that's Vic. Speak to it, Vic, because
hey, listen.
I want you to
I'm
expose
just
them, Vic.
I will say it all the time, no matter what. When the predominance of women of color hits the range where it stands on this side mostly, then to me.
Oh, you mean you noticed that I had
yes.
all white women?
Well, you know what? Let me just say this. And not
Well, that's
all,
what they were showing
no,
on.
no, but you know what?
That
That's
shows
not-
you that's what they were showing
no,
on
no.
you and Yahoo.
No, see, what I'm doing is saying this. You have people of different ethnicities in that row. So they're not all just Caucasian, right? So what I'm saying is the color spectrum, the darker end of the shade, usually is the minority.
Well, that goes to show you now I would have to do a special search. Okay, let's
What?
do a search.
Right. And
Okay,
why you-
let's
and
say we could do a search black women 2020.
Right.
I mean
Now,
2022.
And I'm doing 5 seconds of, hey,
Images.
peace and blessings, Naomi Judd, passing.
Oh my God.
I feel. I'm just saying that I had to get it out, and I know that it's important, so I'm giving my 5 seconds.
Well, thank you for giving it to him right in the middle of.
Yes, I had to, bro. I had to, because it's important. It's important. No,
It is important.
Yeah, but see, I know you mean well because I know you know this, but you were excited about this because you couldn't wait to show people.
Well, I just wanted you to see what was happening in the spring. I was just, hey, that was it. You know, as brought to you by Yahoo. Okay,
just-
so give it up.
Look, Yahoo. Okay, I'm not going to rate. I want to know which people in the predominance of social media actually use and follow Yahoo.
Hey, I guess Yahoo. Hey, and my thing is probably probably just millions, but
Not. It's
but
not,
I would say this. That's the point. Is the articles that they run are strategically designed
That's
by
right.
polls.
That's right.
So but the polls are designed to suit a certain audience.
There you go.
That's what we're saying.
That's exactly it. See, he
But
knows.
it is, but they are polls. In other words, the reason
Yes.
why those people are chosen to be shown
Yes.
is because they are going to gather numbers, and they
they're-
know that
and-
statistically.
And that particular location does well with conservative imagery because they're really conservative based on a certain spectrum, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. We know that. Well, we know that again. They're all white women, so we already know that. So that's part of the thing to be.
I want you to celebrate.
Yeah, that's what we think we
We're-
want you to be aware of.
Well,
and
listen,
so if you think that's a little funny, we want you to write Yahoo,
and I'm only bringing up the real because
and they'll refer you to the colored folks commentary line.
and I am going to speak well of Yahoo because I do have an email account at Yahoo. Email.
So do I.
Yeah. So
And speaking of accounts in places that we don't necessarily endorse, Pack Stereo is proud to let you know that we have finally been notified that our Starlink order is processing. We will have Starlink within 2 weeks.
and let people know who think that it's something up in space.
Well, that's what say. Well, it is something up in space. I mean, technically, Starlink is our connection to Elon Musk's satellite network.
you go.
This is the designer of SpaceX, and this Starlink is designed to provide high-speed, low latency broadband internet wherever we are in the world. So that Pack Stereo, no matter where we go, we can bring this system,
Right.
as demonstrated here, and stream from anywhere.
Mount Everest.
Mount Everest, take a look. High speed, low latency. Uses advanced satellites. He's got satellites up there. I understand it's about 3,000 satellites. Okay, we're supposed to see download speeds between 100 and 200 megabytes.
Wow.
Okay, latency as low as 20 milliseconds. So there's ways to do this.
Right.
Easy to set up. The kid is coming. Now let me tell you, I registered for Starlink in the summer for $100, and was notified that it'll probably be the end of 2022 before I would receive anything.
Right.
So this is dramatically speeded up, okay?
Yeah.
So it's going to be $100 a month for unlimited, and there was a $500 cost for the initial hardware, which is what you see here, the disc. It has a base, and again, I can put it on top of my Prius. There it is there.
Right.
And I can put it on top of my Prius and use it then.
Will you drive through McDonald's when you put it on top of your Prius?
Yes, I will, because the drive-thrus now have no overheads. Thanks you for Vic for reflecting back, as he had his own senior moment. I won't have to run into a phone booth. People are like, "What's a phone booth?" That's a place where you go to use your phone.
Yeah.
You mean so people can't listen to you?
Right.
Yeah, we don't know. Isn't that fascinating?
Somebody's going to drive through and forget what they have on top of their car. You know what's going to happen.
No.
Okay.
It's going to happen. They're going to at least put it on the top of their trailer.
Right.
But the thing is, again, you can put it on top of your RV.
That's right.
That's the whole point, is to
That's
give
right.
RVers,
Yeah.
high. So pack stereo. One thing we will say, Vic.
Yeah.
When we go anywhere,
Right.
we will make sure we can broadcast no matter what. That's the whole point of
That's true.
interacting with pack stereo. Not only do we have, usually we'll have anywhere from 6 to 9 phone connections available when we go, because Vic and I carry 6 between us.
Yeah.
I mean 5 between us, and Omari brings at least another 3.
Right.
So it's going to be anywhere in that phone connections, and then we're going to have Starlink as initially a backup. But in a minute, it's not a backup.
No. It'll be primary.
Yeah, we'll have it, at least I'll have it set up so that if we have any glitches here in the studio,
Right.
I'll switch to Starlink. I mean, Vic, I think we have to initiate Starlink.
Right.
Boom.
Right.
Starlink.
Yeah. I'm going to leave it at that, because some people still think it's something else. Star Wars.
Well, some of y'all, what can I say?
Yeah. Don't make fun.
Okay.
Don't make fun.
All right, first of all, I want to tell you guys some other things that's most pertinent. That's actually more, and that's the impact on me, continues the impact of online dating. Now, what do I mean? You want to clap?
Dude.
I'm impacted. Yes, I need a laxative because of online dating. But no, I'm going to show you some online dating. See, Omari has been playing with it, so he wanted translated into Swahili. It's all dependent upon who you are chatting with. So lately I've been over in the other continents, and so I've been translating into Chinese.
Oh, man.
That's right.
Whoa, man, giving you credit.
So that's what I'm saying. I have my translation device right here, but as it turns out, there are also things I found that are apps on the phone that are less expensive, that work wonderful too. But I want you to understand that this is how it's affected me, this online dating, and you need to be prepared. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand you need to be prepared for a modern dating conversation. I don't know, Vic, have you engaged recently in modern dating conversation, Vic? Have you been a part of that?
You know what? Some conversations, I didn't know that it was date talk. I thought it was just civil kind of discourse. And then you realize people are telling you, you don't realize the conversation you're having. And I said, yeah, it's normal conversation. No, that's dating conversation. I said, oh, no, I don't want them to assume that. So I have to be caught up with this language, and you're helping me right now. I know most people are thinking, bullshit. But.
I mean, you're thinking, okay, so we're going to make this reality for you.
Yeah.
Because I have to have meaningful conversations. And because I do, I actually took the time, Vic, to make a list of some commonly used phrases or, that are used in conversation with friends that are from another culture of which you have no language connection.
Wow.
I made a list of topics, and things to say to them And I wanted to demonstrate that with my translator here on the air for the world to see for your
You're bold.
edification.
You're bold.
I am, ladies and gentlemen, I have no fear. It comes with having a lack of sex. See, a lack of sex makes a brother brave. Okay, so I just want to make it clear. Okay. So here's one of the first phrases. Okay, one of the first phrases we're going to do. Okay, I just want to make sure I have everything working, Vic.
I hope you don't bring out the wrong audio.
Okay, here we go. How much is your tuna?
Pomegranate.
Okay, that's not exactly it.
Told you.
How much is your tuna?
How much is Schlemmer?
Something's not working right, Vic.
Sorry. See, I know what he's doing.
Oh, I've got it going the wrong way. I had it going the wrong way. The translator, so you can translate back to you.
Right.
So when you meet the honeys, they can ask, you can see, you ask them the question, then you hit this little arrow, then they can respond. It's just, I'm rusty, and you can imagine how this has got me in problems with the dating world.
Hey, you asked how much is the tuna.
So here we go once again. How much is your tuna?
你的金枪鱼多少钱?
Okay, that might come in. Okay, here's another question that might come up. Which hand is for wiping again?
哪只手在擦?
Okay, all right. And you know, these are questions that may come up. Okay, to scratch and sniff?
好的，抓挠和嗅探.
Okay.
Okay, and of course, this always is important. Who sleeps in the wet spot?
谁睡在湿漉漉的地方?
Okay, and of course, you never know. Did you fart?
Right. This is
你放屁了吗?
See,
你放屁了吗?
you keep repeating it.
你放屁了吗?
you know what? You asking
你
a
放
lot.
屁了吗?
And of course, the final question that I think is most important: how bad can anal really be?
肛
You know
门
what?
到底有多糟糕? 肛门到底有多糟糕?
Give it up. These are modern translator
You know what?
dating phrases.
You did not ask any quality questions at all.
What are you
For
saying?
those
Wait.
who are going
What do you-
like
what do you mean, big quality?
No,
What are you saying, Vic?
like you know like
You didn't think those were important questions?
no. I think
How about this one?
because you're not saying that to them. I know you're not.
There's other questions
肛
you.
门到底有多
I know,
糟
baby.
糕?
Here's some other questions that I didn't even use. Does it come with fresh underwear?
See, I
它
don't.
是否带有新鲜的内衣?
Here's another one. Don't all international girls bring their own condoms?
不要所有的国际女孩带上自己的避孕套.
I'm just saying. So, Vic, you can see I could have a very pertinent conversation.
Yeah, this is empowering.
Now, and see, for Vic, okay, this one is like for Vic. This is a question that
Watch
Vic
it.
would use.
Watch what he does.
How much for oatmeal and carrots?
胡萝卜燕麦片多少钱?
See, he has to get something to eat.
There you go.
Where is the popcorn and the
Cost
microwave?
effective. Cost
微
effective.
波炉里的爆米花在哪里?
See, Vic, you can go over there and get what you want.
Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking health and wellness in my questions, man.
Yeah, I like this one. You scratch and I'll sniff.
Okay.
你又抓又嗅.
See, all right, everybody, give it up.
And we only have 40 minutes left for
Translate
this
them.
show. We only got 40 more minutes.
Translator moments. Okay, everybody. Now we're gonna come back with the victor. Oh, let me see. Did I get everything? Let me see. Hold on.
Did you get everything?
Cause I was saving room for Amari's impact. Amari's daughter. Give it up. She's coming into town.
Oh,
Give it up.
yeah.
She's teaching a course in hair and beauty and all that. She teaches that. And so she's coming into town. Her plane got delayed, so she ended up being delayed all night. overnight in Atlanta. She's coming in this morning, so Amari's out gathering her, and he's going to try to get dropped off. She has to run to the job. She's literally coming in town and has given up for her. Amari Bakari's offspring. All right, so we're going to take a quick musical break right here. If I could just get the technology to perform as designed, we'll have a quick musical break, and we'll return for Victor Allen's Ethos.
Yes, sir.
Playing from Mario's iPad. 4.
They don't care
We're
what
going, guys. Getting ready. It's that time. The weather's tripping, man. Looks like it's going to rain today.
Hey, yo, feet up, shoes off, kicking on back. Late night, staying up, writing these raps. Ain't go in the summertime, soaking up the sun. Now I'm jet black, yeah, I think I got enough. Halter tops, flip flops, like he's so soft, small braids, Kool-Aid, melon in the shade. Cute boys, first jobs, divas being snobs. Telephone, internet, computer, barbecues, blue parties, overnight stays. Little drinking, little kissing, playing these games. Boys trying to back him, then the next day, legit didn't want to kiss him cause he had that dragon. Laughing, hoping homies don't see. Cut a little grass for some gas money. Chilling at the malls, getting sticky with the paws. You did it for the rush like a rebel with no cause. Rebel with no cause, rebel with no cause. You want attention, said you looking for applause. See, we were fizzle laws, didn't have a clause. It was the summertime to us, it had no flaws. Rebel with no
Bless you, man.
cause, rebel with no cause. You want attention, said you looking for applause. See, we were fizzle laws, didn't have a clause. It was the summertime to had no flaws. Hey, yo, posted at the hoop court 3 straight hours. White mini skirt with the airbrush flowers. We went to Sugar Labs and they appreciated that. And you would almost die when he let you wear his cap. You might have told a lie and abbreviated facts if you came home late and were accused of being baked. Me, I didn't smoke, no, mama, I swear. She's only gonna judge me and you know it ain't fair. Trips to the beauty shop, keeping fresh hair. Blowing $80 at the damn state fair. Beach body surfing with the abs looking perfect. Hitting all the clubs, getting love on the surface. From ice cream cones to the Starbucks stones to your new best friend to your breakup song. They all play out like your favorite days. You love the summertime and it ain't gonna change. Rebel with no cause, rebel with no cause. You want attention, said you looking for applause. See, we were fizzle laws, didn't have a clause. It was the summertime to us, it had no flaws. Rebel with no cause, rebel with no cause. You want attention, said you looking for applause. See, we were fizzle laws, didn't have a clause. It was the summertime to had no flaws.
What a day, what a day, what a day, what a day. And we never, during the music, we had some response back from our artificial intelligence. So, Alexa, sing Good Morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Because she accused us of neglecting her because she tries to contribute so much to our morning show. Let's give Alexa a chance. So, Alexa, rap for us.
Connect, sync, link all the pieces of your life. I get it done at the speed of Wi-Fi. I'm the player, the coach, the game. If you want something done, just say my name.
Give it up. That's our girl. Yeah. Shit, yeah.
Well, Mari missed that one, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Hopefully. Because we're going quite quickly here, man. Because you got to do some cooking.
Victor Allen's Ethos.
Yeah, you know, what is ethos? Just a fancy word, I guess, for community, your community, my community. And, you know, Mario, over this past weekend, you know, we got to visit this location, Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Plaza, for PAF, Pan-African Film Festival. It's been going on for a while, and so they've had some wonderful, what they would call focus moments of events. Now, we have a next door neighbor, Daryl Grayson, who is the creator and owner of KidPositive.tv. Everything focusing specifically as an online destination with African American educational cartoons to learn Black history for kids, learn science, positive values, and more with cartoons and games. That's the general purpose of it. What's more important here was the idea that the conversation is not necessarily about, hey, that's our next door neighbor. He's right across the fence. Love what he's doing. He's built on this for some time now. And what was more important to me is how excited Mario you was. Okay? Okay. This is not about, I got Daryl. He's already doing his promotion. I actually sat back and I went to the event. I said, Victor, you know, you're going to do your thing. You're going to record it. I chilled. I said, look at Mario. Wait a minute. Mario's gone. Wait a minute. Let me tell you how gone he is. Pretend like these are the people right here. He had that camera like this. He was right there, which was cool. And I decided, I said, why am I going to shoot what he's shooting? Because really it was about learning and engaging in conversation. We're centered around animation, the creativity world, and where kids' focuses are. The whole thing what Daryl is doing is wonderful. It has its time. And I said this time is always sometimes a stepping stone to something greater. But it was about Mario.
Well,
Okay, go ahead.
as I remember, you know, I was having such a good time interacting and trying to support my neighbor.
Yes.
I was trying to support my neighbor who lives right
Across
next
the
door to
fence.
me.
Yeah.
Okay, and also besides that, being totally impressed by the panel. Iona Morris, Greg Morris's daughter.
Yes.
Okay, and
Mission
her brother
Impossible.
is very successful in his own right.
Right. You got, you know,
And
people don't
Leo
know.
Sullivan, who's an icon
Right.
in the world of animation as it relates to people of color, the things that he has laying around yet unused
Right.
are incredible. And so when it came time for questions, I was also ready to be the first question.
Right.
And I started out,
See, I already know. Go on, give it to
and
him.
Victor, next thing I know, I was like 30 seconds into my, you know, question, whatever. And Victor, next thing I know, Victor has grabbed the mic for one of the panelists, and he's got the mic right here on me. Because I told him, I said, as a board certified, 30-year retired pediatrician for Kaiser Permanente, with all that history and all that time as a pediatrician serving our community, the time I spent in private practice in Compton, California, working alongside my father. All of those times were there, and I was reminded of all of that being there. And I told them I have never seen these kind of efforts that they are doing, you know, put in the place for us. And I was so impressed by them. One of the animators, young animators, has a whole series related to children with disabilities.
Right.
I mean, this is some incredible stuff because the question that Daryl was raising so eloquently is how do we best use animation to serve our community?
Of course.
And that's almost asking me, how do we best serve our community using the things that I have? So I was motivated. I was stimulated.
Yes.
And Vic caught me.
Yes.
Vic caught me
Yeah.
interacting with some of the people.
Right. And just
Leo Sullivan.
Yes.
See, there we go. That's Leo
Right.
Sullivan. Iona Morris.
And there goes Daryl.
There's Daryl.
Daryl, the
Great.
creator. Let me just say this while we're talking about Mark. Can you hit Kid Positive TV the link so people can get an idea?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's there where it's a Facebook link and there's the direct website link so they can check it out. So for the most part, what they were dealing with is where kids are going as it relates to connecting them. And when you do connect with them, I said it's always the same thing. It's like music sometimes. And sometimes you have to get out of the way and let them lead. And I found it very interesting that, what was the guy's name? And I feel really bad. He was on the Zoom call, and he was his eloquence in speaking about what he had to do with. He's a 38-year-old, and he says, I'm sitting up here pitching to cats that's way younger than I in the industry who's signing off on big projects. Now, 38 is young to me, okay? Real young. He's pitching to cats who are making decisions who are way underneath the bar his age. What does that tell you how the thinking and how it's applied?
It shows you that, should be a lesson people should have learned already because it's not really a new lesson. It's a lesson that repeats itself, that the tide rises and the tide falls. There's a changing of the guard, and youthful ideas come in, and that goes for anything from internet television to potato chips, okay? It's just, this is what happens.
Right.
So you have a shifting. So now there is occurring the same kind of shift. And to tell you the truth, I'm glad to see it, but remember, it's not that old folks or older folks are being excluded from them.
No, it's not.
They are self-excluding themselves from many of
that's
these
correct.
processes. You know, a bunch of people I know act like they can't learn anything anymore. It's like they got to a certain age and they're like, well, that's me. I'm not learning anything else
Right.
the rest of my life.
Right.
So that's different. But if you are interested in learning something, there's so much to learn out there for free. Kid Positive TV. Look, Vic,
Right.
you did a great job with this. And first of all, by the way, I drove down the hill to the event. And I drove down the hill, and I'm in the event. Here comes Vic walking in. So he walked down the hill.
Yeah, oh man, I've always said enjoy. Hey, look, I'm one of those people that sit back and say your legs start getting weaker as you age. I'm keeping it real. You better use them more often. And I had made a promise that if it's in within proximity, I'm using my legs, I'm on the bike, because you get comfortable in couch life. And you know what I mean by that. Couch life, chair life, cubicle life, you sit down and you engage. But the reason why I brought this story is because Mario got more out of this than anything else. And I would congratulate Daryl on a wonderful job, because basically there's a lot. When you go look at the stuff that he's doing, you'll see its time is there. And we had a wonderful conversation with a friend in the studio this morning who said his daughter, who's what, about 6, 7, 8, no, I can't remember, told
Like
the father.
9 or 10.
Right. And what did she say? Daddy, you're dumb. Because he wasn't up to speed on what they use. The kids
That's right.
use.
She said, Daddy, you're dumb.
Okay.
See, this is what your kids are actually thinking about you, even though they're not saying it.
That's right. Right.
You're dumb.
They know that when we're talking, I used to say this to Mario. I used to say, Mario, while we're in here, because we still are about empowerment. We would be in here saying, okay,
Yes.
you guys could do this, you guys do this. I said, Mario, you do know that a whole bunch of people younger are watching go like, oh, that's for the real slow people. Let's go to the other channel. I used to tease him all the time because I know Mario has goodwill.
Well, I just want to also let everybody know that most people are slow people.
See,
What can I say? I just want you to understand. It's kind of, you'll get it, kids, sooner or
Wait a
later.
minute, Mark. What's
You'll understand after a while, but
How-
yeah, most of them are, yeah.
how do we do the self-test?
I'm just
Whether
saying.
you on this side or are you on this
Hey, if you understood that joke, then you're on the right side, okay?
Okay. All
You're
right.
still wondering what they're talking about.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. All right. All right. Now I'm going to go over to, because for me, right when we did this at Path, I immediately had to jet out because the story is that Mario probably didn't know about this. The week prior, I had went to the beach, and we featured the video of me last week, and honestly, it was an invitation to go to a beach party. When I got there, I couldn't find the people. When I got back home, as I said, I lived more in text and social media message. I had an email.
You
that
couldn't
came.
find a beach party.
No, I couldn't find. No, wait a minute.
I'm
Wait a
just
minute.
trying to understand the context, Vic. You so eloquent with these things. Sometimes it takes a moment
Right.
to literally register in
I couldn't find the beach party.
the brain. And I said, "Oh, Vic's actually telling us how he
Yeah, I lost
could not find
at
a
the
beach party."
Okay.
Which you know how hard that is sometimes,
Right.
to find. Even though you would think it would be,
Easy.
you would think it would be easy.
It's easy.
But we have had trouble before
Keep preach.
finding the beach party, and back then we were motivated by the little brain.
Yes,
We were looking back then.
that's right. You
Our eyes were peeled.
you knew where the beach was.
Binoculars.
Yes, everybody knows. Well, on this one, there's a reason why. Because when I came back home, I got an email saying it was canceled and rescheduled. Now imagine getting an email hours before it is canceled and rescheduled by
Okay,
email.
okay.
Imagine what I was looking for.
Okay.
See, so that gives you a break, gives you the setup. Now, I made that video more positive. I didn't say anything. So that beach party is coming down the road. In the meantime, I got invited to another beach party. And so I said, I need to sit back and get ready. And I said, Mario, part of this is to see the journey in about 1:20 of what I experienced, because, you know, at beach parties, dance, music, food, energy, bikinis, bathing suits, swim, all that you're ready for.
Yes.
Right? You're ready for it. And I'm going to say, I want to see how much of those elements do you see in this video. So I want you to go ahead and roll the video. I call it Beach Ride to Dance. You just never know. So let's enjoy it for a second.
Well, we can just get it in the room.
I see them laughing as they passing and harass me colder. Can see my passion keeps on passing me. I'm getting older.
So
Yeah.
I want you to understand the elements.
Mr.
Mario,
Allen's E.
did you see the elements that you thought you would see at a beach party?
No, Vic. Frankly,
Didn't see.
I have
Good.
some memories of
Right.
previous days gone by.
Right.
And
That was not necessary.
those were not the memories that
Let me try.
that I had. in
Now,
my,
I talked to some people there, and people can tell when you're carrying a weapon of video. Are you documenting this? I said, yeah. Make sure you're not getting people with that. I had the concerns of life there. And I said, when you go to an environment, wonderful, cool, laid back if you're looking for that. But when you don't see cell phones rising and everybody going, let me show you, let me do this, you know you're in strange territory. And so I couldn't validate it as a party. Okay, so what are you looking for? People who will sign off on, and Mar, you
Yeah.
know this, When you go to beach parties, people can't wait to say, "Show me, see me," right?
That's right. Show us. And we want to see.
Right. So what?
Show us.
Right. So the video is a successful failure in showing you the beach life.
Let's give it some more applause. It's free anyway.
That's right. I literally, and I talked to somebody and I said, the DJ, the music, how come they're not dancing? He said, well, Victor, when you get over 40, you kind of slow down. Is that true, Mario?
Huh?
You get over 40, you slow down.
Oh, yeah.
Did you slow down after 40, Mark? No.
Yeah, no.
No, you did not.
But I slowed down after 45.
No. 45 puts you by touch up like that. Okay, you did start turning down. You did.
Yes.
I
I started getting lost on the porch.
Right, you started getting lost. Okay. Well, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to leave that alone because the people who may see this and said, Victor, we saw you there. Did you enjoy it? And somebody asked me, says, are you enjoying it? I said, yeah, but I thought it was going to be more energy. I was looking for the energy. I didn't look
I'm looking for the butter.
He said, see, and I didn't want to objectify.
I'm
people.
old. I got to look at some stuff before I get out of here.
Yeah, there you go. So, in all, wonderful laid-back beach gathering, okay? Just want to sit back and say that. Now, stop, man, because I'm going to have to go back again. And there's people in there that, they do this all the time. And let me be honest, I'm a caveat to this. They were doing this regularly, and the beach would be packed. This is post-COVID. And so you could tell what has happened as a result of this. The COVID thing, which more is a subject that's coming up. Will we be challenged with COVID this summer?
Well, not in the way like last summer.
Okay.
That's mainly because the variants that they're seeing are not showing the same kind of effects.
Right.
Okay, so that's mainly. But it doesn't look also like the previous ones are giving you immunity. First of all, remember I mentioned before that the vaccines were appearing to start to wane, slowly wane after about 4 months.
Right.
And that natural infection was also starting to have antibodies wane after about 7 months.
Right.
I'm like, geez, you
Wow.
can't win. So 9 months later, you're susceptible again. Okay, let's put it like that. That's
and even
roughly,
sooner than that.
roughly underneath that. Okay, it could be like 4 or 5 months later.
Right.
You're susceptible.
Yeah, good point. And we, Mario, you have been talking about this for a while. So basically, it is, people don't take it for granted because China is teaching people a lesson. Right?
Exactly. Even though what we don't know is what will be the effects of having those mass infections, but it's a gamble people don't want to take. In China, they're not taking it. And here, like always, we have a total failure to prepare for the upcoming obvious, and that there's no national game plan as the president underperformed.
Thank you, my brother. Hey, you guys, there was a time when we were doing Quiet Storm, because I follow what we call entertainment as who's up and coming, and I remember Quiet Storm used to have the artist of the week and had some other things going. And so I said, music is every day. We're in a different place. Concert festival season is now. Didn't realize that a couple of days ago, Maxwell was, in concert. Now, I can't remember if he was indoors or out. So I said, well, why not share what I'm looking at? And so I have a link here that deals with the hottest LA hot singers, musicians you need to check out. And so for me, this is what I do. I like to check out, see where they're at, where they're performing. And so I'm just giving you a rough reference. This Yumi, lo-fi R&B songstress, she's listed as the top in LA right now on a list that includes male and female. And so you can actually go see the link where you can see her SoundCloud. You can go check her out. She considers herself a lo-fi R&B songstress. And so for me, I know I can't share the music because, of course, protections and copyright concerns.
I think we can show her site.
You could probably show her site. You could show SoundCloud, and you could show, she's got Bandcamp as well.
Oh, no, you linked to this one.
Yeah, I just, in general, so you can see, I linked to this so you can see the other artists on the list.
Okay.
So it's cool whether you want to go through it or not, it's fine. Because for me, I mean, if you need to know, you need to stay up. And I think a lot of people are going, well, where's the trend of the music going all the time? Well, go check out their sounds, just so you can get an idea. And so the link is there informationally for those who even after the show. I wanted to do highlights, not enough time, but it gives you an idea. And to me, you need to stay fresh and easy with what's coming up. I'm not necessarily in it, you know, Mario's talked about having pink hair, but I'm kind of going, I don't have any hair. But anyway.
I didn't have enough matching stuff.
Right. So, hey, look, basically that's my ethos. I like the outdoor life. That's where you're going to see most of the stuff that I do and I bring. And the most exciting part of this weekend was watching Mario down there chopping it up. Chopping it up. I said, yeah, man, he's inspired on this one. So it's a great combination and synergetic moment Mario had, especially with cats who's been in the business, who paved their way. Congrats to Daryl, man. I'm so glad I came, man. I hope you see this. And respect, man, respect.
Victor Allen's Ethos.
What a day, what a day. You know, Mario had it all set up. You was about to lay down a good Monday show. Not quite what you expected.
No, Vic, it wasn't, and too bad. Obviously, Omari's still caught up, and we appreciate all the efforts our brother is making to trying to get
Yeah.
to the studio.
So we cut out the time just for that segment, and unfortunately, now we have free time.
Well, I have prepared because what happened was I prepared a special segment here, which we were going to do with Omari Bakari, the man of the rhyming names.
Right.
And here we go.
Sipping and schmoozing, getting to know you one question at a time. Alright, sipping and schmoozing, talking about whatever it is we like. Politics, religion, the human condition, music and fiction, your new addiction. Sipping and schmoozing, to know you one question at a time. Alright, sipping and schmoozing, talking about whatever it is we like. Sipping and schmoozing, sipping and schmoozing, sipping and schmoozing, sipping and schmoozing.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Sipping and Schmoozing, where we spend some time with you and go over some of our mail. The mail we get from our fans is so enlightening, and so I decided to sip and schmooze. Vic, it's a surprise to you, I'm sure. It's a
Yeah, whatever you're about to share, I have no idea what it is. I have no idea.
Well, we got some letters. We had some questions. We've got a few questions. The first question is one of our regular viewers from Rusty Clit from Peking, Wyoming. And Mr. Clit, he wants us to call him Rusty. So Rusty wants to know, Vic, he says, what exactly is internet television?
Good luck. Good luck. You going to explain it?
I was hoping that our excellent panel would be able to respond to Mr. Clit's question.
Yeah, listen.
Rusty, he wants us to call him Rusty.
I'll just say this. If you have a TV with rabbit ears and you see the internet being on a commercial, that's internet TV. That's my best.
Internet television is where you discover that your girl's been cheating. That's what it's. one of those things. So I hope that's been helpful. So far, it's going really wonderful, this segment. Here's another question from Stank Feely in Hawthorne, California. Stank Feely wants to know, what is the future of internet television? That's from Mr. Stank Feely.
The future? Future already happened. And the future is going to be in space. What people got to get used to is communicating with people above the stratosphere in slow motion. How will you feel, Mario, when you actually get to FaceTime somebody while they're in one of those wonderful capsules floating around the earth, paying about $5 million minimum fee, and you're talking to them live? Would that be the next level for you? Because it's going to start there and come back this way.
Vic, it will be the next level for me. In fact, one of the things that's recently been the next level for me is that the meaning of FaceTime has changed. I don't want you to, I don't want to go into it specifically here, but Bijona Adogowski wrote in and said, are we down with the FaceTime, Vic? So she wants to know, are you down with the FaceTime?
Hey, FaceTime is a requirement of lifestyle. If you haven't enjoyed it yet, you don't know what you're missing, try it sometime. That's all I got to tell you.
I just don't understand the additional comment she sent, Vic, that says, I like to sit. Perhaps you can help me with that one, Vic. I don't.
See, what Mario's doing.
I don't understand what the FaceTime.
What Mario's trying to do is take me down to the dungeon.
I'm just saying, these are the questions. Omari's not here. Omari Bakari is not here to help us. Okay, now we have one other question from Mr. Greasy Hole. Mr. Greasy Hole. What?
I knew you was going to the dungeon, man. I knew it.
What?
You can't help it.
Mr. Hole, a resident of Miami, Florida, he wants us to call him Greasy.
Don't you ask me this question. Okay, I can tell you right now, I'm not answering it. You can ask me all you want.
These are people writing in, Vic.
No.
They want to know, Mr. Greasy Hole wants to know how great our robot adventures have been. But
okay, we've got 8 minutes.
Amari's not here.
We got 8 minutes left in the show. Okay.
Mr. Hole.
But see, notice he's
Mr. Hole, I want to apologize. Oh, excuse me, Greasy. He wants us to come. Greasy, I want to apologize.
He wasn't like this in 2010.
Because we could have answered this question actually seriously.
He used
but
to be.
Some of us are caught up in our names.
We used to broadcast the Beijing Olympics post-show. Just go find that video. You can see a different Mario. Totally different.
What can I say? Right. So once again, we want to thank you for tuning in.
It was a blast.
Huh?
It was a blast. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I think one thing I have to admit, Amari was smarter than you think. He knew he was being set up. He knew.
Of course.
He knew. That's why he's not here.
Well,
see,
just remember, get your FaceTime in there.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
Get your FaceTime in. Just bring a washcloth. Handy white. What can I say? Get my guitar. Gonna go far. Tuck Stereo. Go home and tell your mama about us. Peace.
First off, I'm not your regular dude. I bust moves like a young MC. Yeah, sorta, that would be me. Got me thinking about putting down the mic one day. Then I get some more love. Thanks for the love you gotta play. Hey, what can I say? I'm a Leo to the finish, man. I love God, so my faith won't diminish, man. Once I step up to the mic, I speak truth. Hip-hop wasn't designed to exploit the black youth, but somewhere along the lines, we dropped the ball, yeah. I mean, that man in the mirror, yeah, that ball dude. But now I'm back to right the wrongs of my past world. So let me walk this off my list like my name's Earl. Articulate my thoughts clearly like Professor Les. Do you remember Rap City with Deja and Les? I'm looking at the front door, bless the main source. You're full yet, wait till I hit you with the main course. I was spitting when you was a kid, you doing what I did, you know I still got it. Why you brag about it? I be on the solo, making my money's grow residual. I'm individual, nobody's got my DNA. I was spitting when you was a kid, you doing what I did, you know I still got it. Why you brag about it? I be on the solo, making my money's grow residual. I'm individual, nobody's got my DNA. really, I write songs. I like to do it like this once in a while to show some versatility and make you all smile. It's been a long time coming, I know, I feel it too. The more I take a break, it's like the more I break through. With my time with Space Boy Funk, I'm on point. You bless this microphone every time I am on the pen, the pad. I face the bad head on. Skate inside the music, see my diary's a song and song. Till I write my next verse, then I go again into the studio. I feel I gotta flow again. This ain't just music to me, it's like my recipe. To be honest, it's more creative tranquility. This ain't just music to me, it's like my recipe. To be honest, it's more creative tranquility. I was spitting when you was a kid. You doing what I did, you know I still got it. Why you brag about it? I be on the solo, making my money grow residual. I'm individual, nobody's got my DNA. I was spitting when you was a kid. You doing what I did, you know I still got it. Why you brag about it? I be on the solo, making my money grow residual. I'm individual, nobody's got my DNA. They say they get me, I don't think they ever got me. My name's Kowalski, but they call me Kawasaki. Online I'm funds, but in real life I'm more like Chachi or Cola. I told you, I'm funky like granola. Bars, can't you see that I'm a star? Who pumps his own gas in the cold really fast? As I pass on your gold digging stash. I'd rather make my own money, not advance me loan money. I was spitting when you was a kid. You doing what I did, you know I still got it. Why you brag about it? I be on the solo, making my money grow residual. I'm individual, nobody's got my DNA. I was spitting when you was a kid. You doing what I did, you know I still got it. Why you brag about it? I be on the solo, making my money grow residual. I'm individual, nobody's got my DNA. So there you go. Nobody's got my DNA. Nobody's got my DNA. Nobody's got my DNA.
Alexa, begin playlist broadcast transition.
Your playlist, Broadcast Transition, on Amazon Music.
See y'all. Peace. Peace.